Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. Another video actually. Today we're gonna be continuing on with What If I Was Transported to Pokemon, Part 6. Now, let's begin. So, we leave off. So, Misty still catches her Psyduck, but the Nurse Joy, that, had the Psyduck also gives me an egg, saying that they've had this egg for a while, but not once has it shown signs of hatching. But it reacted to me. So I decided to take this egg. Brock still gets his Vulpix. And so we move on with the Hitmonchan. And this time Mankey decides to challenge it and is getting beat pretty bad, because it is not strong enough to fight him. As throughout the battle, this Mankey gets angrier and angrier, even evolving mid-battle, but even that wasn't enough to beat Hitmonchan, because it was too tired after that. And then Anthony comes in, and then Hitmonchan beats Mankey. And then we are told to defeat the Pokemon of Anthony, and with Brock simping, because of his simping fault, he had to go ahead and try to get us to fight in the tournament. So we do. With Mankey taking the loss of pretty hard, as he wasn't able to focus on the battle. Eventually, same thing goes as in canon with Primeape getting Ash's trust, and with going on to think that they will win this together. Even my Machop shows great potential, even going on to defeat its superior evolution. And then Ash then is paired up with Anthony in this timeline, and then Hitmonchan was actually defeated by Primeape. A little bit of sweet revenge for the little pig monkey Pokemon. As then I go up against Team Rocket, and I tell Pikachu to go under the stage to make sure that nobody tries to sabotage the battle. Pikachu does, and we send Team Rocket blasting off. Then it's me and Ash in the finals. Then both Machop and Primeape would go on trading blows, Mega Punch after Mega Punch. Then Primeape would grab Machop and jump into the air and holds Machop up, slamming him to the ground. He's about to land on him, but Machop charges up an Ice Punch as he hits Primeape. Primeape's leg is now frozen. And throughout the barrage of Mega Punches, Machop has gotten a bit tired. As then it evolves into Machoke, going on to use its newly learnt move, Brick Break. And then it uses its own Seismic Toss to defeat Primeape. And Anthony is impressed and offers to train our Pokemon. I say that we don't need them to be trained right now, but we'll reconsider. Then everyone else gathers up, and we all head on our way. Ash still catches his muck, as then I'm taking care of the egg. And then the egg begins to glow, and out comes an Elekid. As the Elekid is very energetic and is ready to fight. It does try to fight Pikachu, but still ends up kind of losing. As then I add the Elekid to the team. We go on to face Koga. And Team Rocket still has to mess stuff up. and Ash still wins the battle the same way he did in canon, as he earns the poison gym badge. I don't know what it was called. Then me and Ash are battling with our water Pokemon, but it feels like Squirtle is just, he sees as that the rest of my Pokemon are much more stronger than it, and it feels insecure, thinking that it's not putting enough effort. As in, Poliwag is just thinking that it feels like it hasn't been growing enough. Like, the more he stays with Ash, the less stronger he's becoming. It feels like he just isn't growing strong enough. As in, it takes a little bit of time, but we decide to trade our Pokemon. As in, I get Poliwag, and Squirtle is handed to Ash. Okay, so we go on to the next day, and then I face off against Koga. He uses stronger Pokemon, going on to use a Muck. Then I send out Elekid. Elekid is about to attack, but then Muck uses a Sludge Bomb as it jumps over, and then uses a Thunder Shock. Then uses a new move that it was taught by Machoke, Brick Break. Then it is hit with the Focus Punch. Then it knocks him back with Thunder Punch. Muck is about to use Body Slam, which connects. Muck is now on top of Elekid, holding him down. Sorry. Yes, Elekid is struggling to get free. I tell it to use Thunder Shock again, all around, which shocks the Muck. And then it sends Muck upwards using Quick Attack. Then it uses Thunder Punch on Muck to knock it out. Koga goes on to use his next Pokemon, Arbok. Then Elekid tries to rush in with the Thunder Punch, but it is tangled around by Arbok using Wrap. Then it uses the same tactic, Thunder Shock around, but it is hit with the Poison Sting, and then hit with the Bite, and then finished off with the Sludge Bomb, knocking it out. I recall it and go on to use Poliwag. Then it uses a Mud Shot, but is overpowered by the Sludge Bomb and is hit. Then it goes on to use Water Gun on Arbok, and then it uses Pound, but then I see it's starting to use Double Slap. It must be close to evolving, as from research, I think that traded Pokemon grow faster, so that's probably what's happening. Then Arbok uses a Bite on Poliwag, and then a Sludge Bomb to send it back. Then Poliwag is getting kind of tired and is injured. Then it decides to go in for another barrage of Double Slaps. And it keeps this up for a while, but eventually it is hit down with the Poison Sting. Poliwag is now very injured and is close to fainting. Then, determined to win, it begins to glow and evolves in the Poliwhirl. It then uses Bubble Beam, and then is about to get hit with the Sludge Bomb, but it jumps over and uses more Double Slaps, knocking it out. Now, Poliwhirl is very happy for his victory. Then I am handed the badge. Then we go on with the next episode. I wasn't able to find the Safari Zone episode, mostly because it was cancelled and it was never dubbed into English. So I'm just gonna make up some stuff and just go on to say the Pokemon we caught. yeah, Team Rocket doesn't end up appearing, and so actually they do, but they still end up challenging us to how much Pokemon we can catch. But with me there, I'm able to tell Ash how to catch these Pokemon. He still catches like 20 Tauros, not 30, as he's able to use the remaining 10 Pokeballs, or I don't know how many Pokeballs they give you in the Safari Zone, probably like 30 or something. But with my guidance, he's able to catch a Slowpoke and a Pinsir, mostly because it reminded him of the samurai from Viridian Forest. And it also finds a Chansey that is very caring and loves to care for Pokemon. That and uses a lot of healing moves. It's not into battling that much, it just likes to care for injured Pokemon. And that it is caught by Ash. I go on to catch my Pokemon, and I'm able to actually catch a Tauros too, and also a Kangaskhan, and of course a Nidoran, and a Rhyhorn, a Scyther, and the Dratini. Dratini would see that. Dratini would see my Charmeleon as I had it out for a little while just in case. And it would see how powerful it is and wanting to join me on. And so it joins my team. So we skip on and to the Pikachu episode. Everything goes as in canon, but I am able to catch a Pikachu. And then Ash swaps out Bulbasaur for Slowpoke, mostly to get experience for it. And so the Execute episode still starts, and both my Charmeleon and Charmander, along with the magician, I forgot his name, but they use their flamethrowers to defeat all the Executor. Sorry. And then the same thing goes as in canon. Charmander evolves into Charmeleon. Then we move on to the Paris episode, and this time Charmeleon does the same thing, burning Paris. And then my Charmeleon has to step in to stop it, but Ash's Charmeleon picks up a fight with my Charmeleon. I is jealous because it is not the strongest, as he keeps losing to my Charmeleon. As then it tries to defeat him, but unfortunately it gets beaten. We skip all of that, and so before we head on, we decide to have a battle. Then, Brock and Ash are paired up against me and Giselle, as I send out my Nidoran, and Giselle surprisingly sends out a female Nidoran, as she caught this in the Safari Zone. Then Ash sends out his Squirtle, and so the battle begins with my Nidoran using a double kick on Geodude when it tries to use Tackle. Then Geodude sends it up, and then Squirtle uses Skull Bash on the female Nidoran, and then uses a water gun. My Nidoran retaliates with a double kick, then it is sent back with a Mega Punch. The Nidoran female uses a bite on Squirtle. Then suddenly both the Nidorans would begin to glow, and then they'd evolve into Nidorino and Nidorina. This is because me and Giselle have been battling with these two for a while, so that's why they've evolved. Also, they were pretty strong when they were in the Safari Zone, so yeah. Then Nidorina uses a Supersonic to confuse Squirtle, and then Geodude uses Mega Punch on Nidorina, but it is sent away with Nidorino using a double kick, as it uses Poison Sting on Squirtle. And then Nidorina uses a bite, and then it knocks both Squirtle and Geodude out. And then we all switch Pokemon, with Brock using Vulpix and Ash using Pikachu, and I use Psyduck. Giselle uses Oddish. Vulpix tries to use a Fire Spin, but it is put out with Psyduck using Water Gun, hitting Vulpix, and then Psyduck is hit with a super effective Thunderbolt. Then Oddish goes in for a tackle, which connects. And then Psyduck sends Pikachu back with the Confusion. And then Oddish uses a Sleep Powder on Vulpix, sending it to sleep. Pikachu uses a Thunderbolt, it hits Oddish, and then uses a Quick Attack. Psyduck then uses a Water Pulse to hit Pikachu, sending it backwards. Then Psyduck uses a Water Gun on the sleeping Vulpix, but the Vulpix wakes up and uses Flamethrower on Psyduck. But thanks to its type advantage, Psyduck is barely affected. Then it uses a Water Pulse to knock out Vulpix. Pikachu avenges him by using a Big Thunder, and then uses Quick Attack on Psyduck, and an Iron Tail on Oddish, and then uses another Big Thunder from above. It knocks out Oddish, but Psyduck is still standing. And then it sends Pikachu back with another Confusion, slamming it around. Then Pikachu is up above using an Iron Tail, is prepared to hit Psyduck, but not until Psyduck charges up a Water Pulse. Then both the attacks collide, but they are both knocked out. Then we have to recall our Pokemon. Then Ash decides to send out his Charmeleon, and Brock sends out his Zubat. Well, I send out my Charmeleon, and Giselle sends out her Cubone. Yeah, sorry about the cliffhanger. There wasn't much I could do, and I didn't want this part to be too long. I'm sorry if this ends up being short or something. But, let me know down in the comments if there's something that you want to see later in the series. Anyways, I'll be seeing you later. I'm gonna go work on the next part. So, bye.